what I hope to help you come to grips with.
It's 2026, and while the world outside might be getting smarter, the movies on our screens are getting a whole lot darker. If you're looking for a movie that doesn't just play on your TV but plays with your mind, you've hit the right video. Today, we're cracking open the vault to reveal the 10 best psychological thriller movies on Netflix. We're talking about the kind of stories that stay with you long after the credits roll, from the how is this possible time warps of The Call to the Cold, calculated brilliance of the modern classic Gone Girl. Whether it's a desperate search for the truth in a foreign country or a domestic nightmare that hits too close to home, these trending picks are the absolute peak of high-tension cinema. So, if you're a fan of mind-bending twists and heart-pounding suspense, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's dive into the list and see which of these thrillers is going to keep you awake tonight. Number 10. The Weekend Away. Starring Leighton Meester and Christina Wolf, The Weekend Away is a 2022 mystery thriller that blends vacation vibes with a frantic whodunit energy. It falls squarely into the suspense and mystery genre, focusing on how quickly a dream holiday can turn into a living nightmare. The story follows Beth, a new mother who travels to Croatia for a weekend getaway with her best friend Kate. After a night of partying, Beth wakes up to find Kate missing, and her own memory of the night a total blur. As she tries to retrace their steps, she realizes the local police are more interested in blaming her than helping her find her friend. As Beth digs deeper, she uncovers a web of lies involving the people she trusts most. Every discovery leads to a new suspect, making her realize that the truth is far more personal and painful than she ever imagined. It's a race against time to clear her name and find out what really happened to Kate before she becomes the next victim. Number 9. I Care a Lot. I Care a Lot is a 2020 dark comedy thriller featuring an incredible performance by Rosamund Pike, alongside Peter Dinklage and Isa Gonzalez. This film explores the terrifying reality of legal guardianship and how the system can be weaponized by the wrong people. Marla Grayson is a professional, court-appointed guardian who makes a living by draining the assets of the elderly people she's supposed to protect. She's cold, calculated, and knows exactly how to work the legal system to her advantage. However, her predatory lifestyle hits a massive wall when she targets Jennifer Peterson, a wealthy retiree who isn't as helpless as she looks. It turns out Jennifer has ties to a powerful and dangerous gangster who will stop at nothing to get her back. What starts as a legal scam quickly devolves into a deadly game of cat and mouse between two ruthless villains. It's a unique thriller where you might find yourself rooting against everyone on screen. Number 8. Fair Play. Released in 2023, Fair Play is an intense, erotic psychological thriller starring Phoebe Dynevor and Alden Ehrenreich. Set in the high-stakes world of a cutthroat hedge fund, this movie examines how power dynamics and professional jealousy can completely dismantle a romantic relationship. Emily and Luke are a young, deeply in love couple working at the same prestigious financial firm where they have to keep their relationship a secret. Their bond seems unbreakable until a surprise promotion is announced. Instead of the expected Luke getting the job, Emily is the one who gets moved up the corporate ladder, throwing their relationship into a tailspin. As Emily thrives in her new role, Luke's ego begins to crumble, leading to a toxic environment of resentment and psychological warfare. The film brilliantly captures how ambition can turn a partner into a rival. It's a slow burn descent into madness that shows just how thin the line is between love and hate. Number 7. Leave the World Behind. Produced by Barack and Michelle Obama's production company, this 2023 apocalyptic thriller features an A-list cast, including Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, and Mahershala Ali. It's a tense, slow-burning look at how humanity reacts when the modern world suddenly stops working. A family rents a luxurious home for a weekend break, but their peace is shattered when two strangers show up at the door in the middle of the night. They claim there has been a massive cyber attack and that the city is in chaos. With the internet, TV, and phones all down, the two families are forced to stay together while trying to figure out if the world is actually ending. The tension doesn't come from explosions, but from the rising paranoia between the characters. Strange things start happening, from migrating animals to deafening noises, leaving everyone on edge. It's a psychological study of fear and how quickly society's rules disappear when we lose our technology. Number 6. Fractured. Fractured is a 2019 high-suspense thriller starring Sam Worthington. This movie is a classic gaslighting story that keeps the audience guessing whether the main character is a hero or if he's completely lost his mind. After his daughter is injured in an accident at a rest stop, Ray Monroe rushes her and his wife to a nearby hospital. While his daughter is taken away for an MRI, Ray falls asleep in the waiting room. When he wakes up, the hospital staff claims they have no record of his family ever checking in, and his wife and daughter are nowhere to be found. Ray becomes convinced that the hospital is involved in a dark conspiracy to kidnap his family. He goes on a desperate, violent search through the building, fighting off security and doctors. The movie plays with your perception of reality until the very last second, making you question what is real and what is a hallucination. Number 5. The Good Nurse. Based on a chilling true story, this 2022 movie stars Academy Award winners Jessica Chastain and Eddie Redmayne. It's a quiet but terrifying psychological drama about a serial killer hiding in plain sight within the healthcare system. Amy is a compassionate, hardworking nurse and single mother struggling with a heart condition when a new nurse named Charlie starts working at her hospital. They become fast friends, and he even helps her hide her illness. However, things take a dark turn when patients start dying unexpectedly under mysterious circumstances. As the police begin an investigation, Amy is forced to look at her friend through a different lens. She eventually risks her own life to uncover the truth about Charlie's path. It's a haunting movie because it shows how easily a monster can operate within a system meant to save lives. Number 4. God's Crooked Lines. This 2022 Spanish movie, originally titled Los Renglones Torcidos de Dios, stars Barbara Lenny. It's a mind-bending mystery set in a mental institution, often compared to Shutter Island because of its unreliable narrator and twisty plot. Alice Gould is a private investigator who checks herself into a psychiatric hospital, claiming she is there to investigate the mysterious death of an inmate. She tells the doctor she is perfectly sane and is just playing a role to get the truth. However, the head doctor insists that Alice is actually a patient with a complex delusion about being a detective. As the movie progresses, the timeline jumps around and the evidence shifts constantly. You're never quite sure if Alice is a brilliant investigator being framed or a genius manipulator who truly belongs in the asylum. It's a complex intellectual puzzle that requires your full attention until the final frame. Number 3. The Devil All the Time. Starring Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, and Bill Skarsgård, this 2020 film is a dark Southern Gothic thriller. It's a multi-generational story that explores the intersection of faith, violence, and corruption in small-town America. Set in rural Ohio and West Virginia between World War II and the Vietnam War, the story follows Arvin Russell, a young man trying to protect his loved ones from the evil forces surrounding them. The town is filled with sinister characters, including a corrupt sheriff, a serial killer couple, and a predatory preacher. The movie weaves several storylines together, showing how the sins of the fathers are visited upon their children. It's a heavy atmospheric film that deals with the darker side of human nature. Arvin is forced to become a man of violence just to survive a world that seems determined to destroy him. Number 2. The Call. The Call is a 2020 South Korean thriller starring Park Shin-hye and Jeon Jong-seo. It's a brilliant take on time travel, where two women living in the same house, but 20 years apart, connect through an old cordless phone. Seo-yeon moves back into her childhood home in 2019 and receives a phone call from a woman named Young-suk, who is living in that same house in 1999. They realize they can change each other's lives. Seo-yeon asks Young-suk to prevent a fire that killed her father, and it worked. However, changing the past has terrifying consequences. As Young-suk realizes she can control the future, she turns into a cold-blooded killer, using her knowledge to manipulate Seo-yeon's reality in 2019. The movie becomes a high-stakes battle across time, where every move made in the past instantly alters the present. It's fast-paced, terrifying, and features one of the best villain performances in recent years. Number 1. Gone Girl. Though it's the oldest on our list, Gone Girl remains the gold standard for psychological thrillers. Directed by David Fincher and starring Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike, this 2014 masterpiece is a biting critique of marriage and the media. On his 5th wedding anniversary, Nick Dunn returns home to find his wife, Amy, has disappeared. The house shows signs of a struggle, and as the police investigation begins, Nick's suspicious behavior makes him the prime suspect. The media quickly turns on him, painting him as a cold-hearted killer. However, the story takes a massive mid-movie shift when we learn that nothing is as it seems. Amy isn't just a victim. She is a master manipulator who has orchestrated a complex plan to punish her husband. It's a brilliant, cynical look at how well we actually know the people we love, and it will leave you breathless by the time the credits roll. That's a wrap on our countdown of the 10 best psychological thriller movies on Netflix. Whether you're diving into the mind-bending chaos of The Call or revisiting the twisted genius of Gone Girl, one thing is for sure: your continue watching list just got a whole lot darker. But now, the real mystery begins. Which of these thrillers actually managed to mess with your head the most? Did we miss a hidden gem that's currently trending in 2026? Drop a comment below and let's argue about those plot twists together. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the best of Netflix suspense vault, make sure to smash that like button. It helps the algorithm find more thriller fans like you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest rankings on the best movies and hidden gems streaming right now. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and maybe keep one eye open tonight. See you in the next video.